I am Srinath Perera, attendant at law, a member of the Movement for People's Council. Now, as everybody said, this budget is not a people-friendly budget. It is clearly an anti-people budget, and it is made as a pro-business, pro-big business budget. So it is clearly meant for the big business people to do their business, and for that purpose, the government, the Ranil Wickremesinghe's government has proposed to cut the rights and the privileges enjoyed by the people during the past period. I would like to draw your attention one of the main aspects of this budget. That's the reform of the labor laws, which was mentioned in our statement. Now, Sri Lanka has a good set of labor laws, which has been won through the struggles of the working people during more than a half a century period. From 1930s onwards, working class has fought many battles to win these labor rights, and the left movement and the trade union movement led those struggles, and they have been able to get a number of labor laws which recognize the rights of the working people. And one of the main laws won by the working class is the Termination of Workmen Special Provisions Act, which was passed in 1970. Now, through that act, the employers have been barred from firing workers on their whims and fancies. If they want to remove a worker, they have to pay compensation. That's one of the main labor laws prevailing in this country. Now, without mentioning this act, Ranil Wickremesinghe government, through this budget, has proposed to pay 3 months' salary for a worker who has been dismissed or who is losing his job. That means that this the Termination of Workmen's Employment Act is being decimated through some other means, not directly but indirectly. We have to see how he is going to implement those reforms, his proposals. But anyway, it is clearly aimed, because the IMF and the other international lenders have been asking continuously to replace these labor laws and implement a new set of laws which are business friendly. That means they want the employers right to hire and fire on their whims and fancies. Now, this type of things, now the working class and the trade union movement will not bear, and they will fight for to keep those rights which have been won through various struggles, through their sweat and blood. And one other aspect, that's the Father Jeevantha mentioned, that liberalizing of the land market. Now, Sri Lanka has a rigid laws with regard to the alienation of lands. Now, the government has proposed through the budget all the lands held by the Wildlife Department, Wildlife Conservation Department, then the Mahajana Authority and other various institutions to be handed over to the Pradeshya Lekams, divisional secretaries. The lands not allocated specifically for any purpose and still being held by those specific institutions are to be removed from their control and brought under the control of divisional secretaries. What that means? That means the lands can be alienated without hindrance, and the divisional secretary who is working under the direction of the Home Ministry has to acquiesce with those requests of the big business people for which they are asking, they have been asking for years now for various commercial purposes, especially to build hotels and cultivate commercial crops like things. So the Land Development Act, Development Ordinance, which was enacted by the British imperialists, period of the British imperialists, was there to guarantee the land rights of the especially peasants. Now these guarantees and these rights with regard to the lands held by the rural people and other small scale farmers and cultivators are to be removed and replaced with the divisional secretary's right to alienate land on the directions of the politicians. So this is a big problem. This would create a this would create a landless community, landless people, and it would lead to various struggles in the rural areas. So in this way, this budget has been presented to facilitate big business and to facilitate neoliberal market, and through that way to create a neoliberal country which would appease international lenders, imperialist powers, and also the IMF and the World Bank like institutions. So therefore, we are asking the people, and as the Movement for People's Council, we are mobilizing people against this budget, and we are asking the people to come out against this budget and show their opposition and to defeat these schemes of Ranil Wickremesinghe's government to sell this country's assets to the foreign investors and other foreign big business people. Thank you.